Ah, fucking almost messed up the timer. Shit. The fuck, and I thought I already logged in, but apparently I'm a fucking idiot. Welcome, crew. Welcome aboard. Maybe fuck should just be my intro. I was trying out this whole welcome crew, welcome aboard thing. You know what? I like fuck a lot better. Let's try this again. Hold on. Let's try this over again. Let's just pretend that this is counting down. 3, 2, 1. Fuck. How's that? It's probably good, right? Fucking animals. Oh, that's right. We had the sheep fuck farm. I wonder how this is doing. So I feel like I'm lagging a little bit. Am I okay? Am I good? Dustin, how's the stream look? Oh, look, we're getting stacks of wool. It's actually working. How's the stream look? Am I lagging? I feel like I'm lagging. I might just be bugging. It's fine though. Go through. This is my fucking ritual at this point. Go through and clean up the farms while I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. Because I have no idea what I'm doing here. If you're on mobile and it's coming through clear, then we're probably good. You know what's crazy? I don't think about this much. This computer's a few years old. Which, in terms of tech, it's pretty old. Shouldn't be, but it is. And so I have to remember, even though this is a good computer, at least was a good computer when I got it, it's still a good computer. She still does what she needs to do. She is still old. And she does... She probably is slowing down in some areas. Not terribly. I have very few performance issues with this computer, but it does peak through every once in a while that, just like me, she's getting old. In terms of gaming and streaming, she does flake out just a little bit. She does great in other areas. She's great for editing, but I have to remind myself that yeah, I got this computer years ago, like at least 3 years ago. So, may end up retiring this computer. I already have a retired computer that's in here. That one has expired completely. That one, well, I mean, I think it still works. It runs on Windows 10. I was using it as an editor, and quite frankly, it's just not doing very well anymore. I will try that. I will try that. Fortune hose. Gotta love it. Gotta love those fortune hose. So I know, Dustin, you mentioned that you were getting pizza. And I thought that was hilarious because APOC and I actually just got pizza today. Which is part of the reason why I was like, I'm going to stream later. But also, my sleep schedule's been absolutely royally fucked. Instead of getting off at my normal 4 a.m., I've been getting off at a normal 8 a.m. So I've been sleeping in pretty late. Like 8 o'clock has been my average lately. It fucking sucks. So I'm literally sleeping through the day and working through the night. Pizza over hibachi. But yeah, APOC and I got pizza today, and he was like, "Yeah, are you streaming today?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll stream later. I don't want to fucking stream. I'll stream when I want." It's holiday season right now, and I'm busy as shit. So like, I'm gonna stream when I can. I'm not gonna kill myself to try to keep to my schedule. When it's not busy season, it'll be different. It'll be a lot easier. But right now, it's fucking difficult. Literally waking up like late afternoon. Like yesterday, I slept so much because like throughout the week, I got shit for sleep. I was working. I want to say that I worked about 60 hours. Yes, the famous family-owned pizza in Atlanta. Yes, that's the one. You're thinking of the right one. But yeah, I want to say that I worked about 60 hours this week, which doesn't sound that bad for busy season hours until you consider that I have a 4-day work week. I worked 60 hours in 4 days. Roughly. 60 is, and the thing is, right? At one point, I would not have considered 60 a lot because in the warehouse industry, like 10-hour shifts, 11-hour shifts, 12-hour shifts, that's pretty normal. Especially for busy seasons. And if you're working 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, then you hit 60 hours really easy, right? Like, yeah, you don't get a lot of free time, but I mean, that's just kind of like, that's just how it goes, right? When you work in, when you're working that kind of business. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but I worked 60 hours in my 4-day work week. It's great that I still have the 3 days off, but fuck, man, it was literally wake up, go to work, eat, sleep, repeat. I did not get a lot of rest. I did not get a lot of rest at all. And so, like, yesterday, bro, I think I went to sleep the night before. I went to sleep at probably 9 a.m. Went to sleep probably 9 a.m. Woke up around 2 or 3 p.m. I woke up, ordered some food, ate that food, went back to sleep, woke up probably around 6 or 7. Like, I slept the whole fucking day. And then, yeah, it's not great. And like, I've talked about this before. I've been doing nights for a very long time. I'd like to get out of that eventually. I would love to get onto a day shift, which, you know, I can get onto a day shift. It may take a little bit of extra effort because night shift is always easier to get onto. But like, and I think that's why I've always done nights, is I've always been like, yeah, I don't have a preference, so I'll take the one that nobody wants. There's more options for it, so it's, you know, it's a few easier avenues for me. But right, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, man, I'm getting too old for this shit. We have a lot of sugarcane now. And it is occurring to me, right at this moment, that all of our storage is up in the cloud. Yes. Bro, night shift takes a toll on you. It does. Like, it really does. For a handful of reasons. One, naturally, you get less sunlight. Just naturally, you get less sunlight because you're asleep for more daylight hours than most people are. That's just how it works. And that doesn't sound too bad at first, but years of that fucking wears you down. I don't remember how I organized this shit. But also, night shift sounds pretty commonplace, but it's not that common. And I know this because I come from a family of day shift people. And so, like, I don't get to see my family a whole lot. Because I'm usually on a different schedule than them. I'm usually asleep when they're awake. And vice versa. Go in before the sun comes out and after it sets. Yeah, the sunlight, it does something to it. Like, I can tell. So there are some people who might question how much of a difference sunlight actually makes. I think we can all accept that the sunlight is good for you. But it's got to be said, man, this shit's filling up quick. It's got to be said, though, as someone who literally goes to work as the sun is setting and leaves work as the sun is coming up, sometimes even more exaggerated than that, and as someone who literally sleeps through the sunlight hours and is awake through the nighttime hours, walking outside like today was cloudy, and I walked outside and got a direct beam of sunlight on my face, and it like I felt my body like energize instantly, like it was just instant. It's time to clean house, gentlemen. Ah, no. No. Okay, he's fine. 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 I was like, what is that noise? I accidentally set a fucking armadillo on fire. Oops. I only got 4 chickens out. Oh, wait, no, they probably all fell into the thing below. Right. I forgot that's a thing. Okay, how much of this shit went down here? There's my cooked chicken. Look at that. That's all I got. I thought I would have at least gotten a stack out of that. I replace that with a gate. I will, eventually. I hope she's not watching right now. I think she's attending an event at the moment. Why I don't eat lunch in the dark cave. That's fair. I hate that I have to make an effort to go outside and get sunlight. Not because, like, going outside is a burden, but it kind of is. And it is in the sense that, like, it's just, in order for me to get sunlight, I have to wake up early. Or I have to go to sleep late. It's kind of like watching a lunar eclipse, right? Like, going outside and getting sunlight is kind of like watching a lunar eclipse for me. People go out in the middle of the night to watch a lunar eclipse, and it's inconvenient. I'll do it this one time, or maybe I won't. It's not worth it, da-da-da-da-da. Bro, every time I want to get sunlight, it's like the lunar eclipse. Like, I have to work around my schedule to get sunlight, because I literally work every nighttime hour there is. I am completely nocturnal. And I'm just tired of it. And I'm worried that eventually I will get to a point where... This is slow going. I will get to a point where I'm working a day shift. But what concerns me is that it's going to take me a while to adjust. Like, if I were to get a position tomorrow, and it's a Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Beautiful. I would love that. However, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 is going to require a lot of adjustment, and I've been working the night shift for years. Yeah, it's imagine that, but for several years. All right, so I did all the farming. Is this enough chickens? Nah. This is kind of funny. I'm glad that this ended up working. I had a vision, and I was like, I can do this. I can make this happen. And I did. Alright, that's probably fine. That's probably enough. It's probably a better way to set that up. Are we backlogged on eggs? I mean, we've got a lot of eggs. Every one of these hoppers, that dispenser, and then this chest is like halfway full. The way that I see it, as long as you keep a decent amount of chickens in here at all times, you just wait for them all to grow up, you slaughter them, and then you just redo the cycle. The eggs should replenish at the rate needed to keep this whole machine operating. But I'm doing this for cooked chicken. I was doing map stuff. Dog. Multiple dogs facing the corner for some reason. Okay, okay. I'm turning around, looking at me. Chicken. Would you like a chicken? Here you go. We've got the fire aspect sword, though. We don't need an automatic cooker if we've got the fire aspect sword. I don't know why I'm going up here. I have a bed down here. Also, don't know... I can't remember why I brought these dogs up here. So, I put on my captain's coat today. Because it's actually kind of cool right now. The weather's been cool, so it's cool inside my house. I was like, yeah, I'll wear my coat, because normally the coat makes me sweat balls. And I'm starting to sweat balls. It's getting hot. Regret putting this on. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't be able to help you. Do I have my Elytra? Not on me. It's probably in my Skulker box. This is Spitzy's house. She started working on this and never finished it. The Captain drip. I was going to put on a sash too, but I decided against it. I don't know why. Just whatever I feel like. I need to expand my wardrobe. I have other shirts and other vests. This shirt and this vest is my favorite combo. I don't know why. But I wear it almost every stream. I have other vests and other shirts. And then I've got belts and sashes. And then I've got this coat. I've got a couple of other coats that I've never worn. I bought them and I never wore them. I don't know why. Alright, so what am I doing? What should I do? What should I work on? See if anything down here needs to be cleaned up. No. I think we're good. Have I seen the Sonic movies? I have not. I have not. How many are there now? I think... So, okay, let me make sure I've got this right. So there was the first one. And it was just the Sonic movie. And then there was the second one. And I think it introduced Knuckles and maybe Tails. And now I think there's a third one with Shadow in it. I think. Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog. You and me, fellow edgelords, were like, oh man, Shadow's going to be in a movie. We got to go watch it. No, it's funny you mentioned that because I was literally thinking the same thing. Where I was just like, I should go watch this because Shadow the Hedgehog's in it. And who doesn't love? No way. I knew Knuckles was voiced by Idris Elba. I didn't know that Shadow was voiced by Keanu Reeves. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's hilarious. All these top dollar actors that they're putting on animated characters is hilarious to me. I'm just running around. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. Let me see if APOC messaged me back. He said he was going to join me. This motherfucker sent me a video. How dare you? Hold on, I'm gonna mute and watch this video. APOC is at the event that Spitzy is currently at. And he sent me some clips from it. Looks fun. I am not there though. But yeah. What am I doing? Did we ever figure out why it is that only 2 of these hives produce honey and the others do not? This one produces honey, this one produces honey. That one does not. That one does not. That one does not. That one does not. Yes, there is an event that oh, fuck me, all this stuff, bro. Jesus. We're so rich. It's crazy. Heavy as the head, diamond chest plate, diamond leggings, superhero landing. Why are these not named? Why are my diamond leggings kind of lame? Fire protection 3, that's it. Maybe I should upgrade these. Can I upgrade these? I don't see anything else. Iron leggings, fire protection 4, unbreaking and mending. Maybe I should get those. I'll investigate after the pizza. Sounds good. How is your pizza, by the way? The pizza that I had today was fucking fantastic. Ate like a slob. APOC and I both ate like slob. Bro, you would think we were rabid animals the way that we looked while we were eating. And yeah, APOC, I'm calling you out because I'm calling myself out too. He got a few wings too? Bro. Fucking... What's the word? Feral. Currently arriving. Oh, I thought you already started. That pizza hookup. What have I got going on? Oh my god! Bottles O enchanting out the ass. Maybe I should continue working on this up here. Alright, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, the coat was a bad idea. I'm sweating. Give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna fucking... Yeah, that was a fucking mistake. My shirt's wet right now. It's sweating like crazy. Alright, what was I doing? We need to work on this up here. So, Spitzy did a great job of this. The cathedral, the chapel, if you will. I was turning this into a study. We didn't get very far here. We had the kitchen in here. Kitchen looks fine. I believe this was a dining hall that we didn't get very far with. This was a storage closet, which I'll be honest with you, I'm thinking about raising one more level. Because, I mean, like, all the ceilings should be roughly the same height. Unless I want to put, like, an attic or, like, a storage chamber in between the floors somewhere. But, like, this is going up all the way to, like, there. So, like, we've got plenty of space. Yeah, I think we could. I think we could elevate this up by 1. I mean, we've used most of the chests already, and I know how we are and how we tend to fucking. How we tend to run out of space quickly and start. What's the opposite of consolidate? Unconsolidate the chests and spread them out. And we'll run out of chests very quickly doing that. We need to put a staircase in here somehow. Is this where we want to put the staircase? We've already zoned it out. It's too late. Yeah, it's too late. Roger that. And then this was like a fucking conference room or something. Or maybe this could be... Hold on. Maybe we can just make this the where the stairs go. And then this can be, I don't fucking know, whatever we want it to be. Doesn't necessarily need to be anything. Extra storage, who knows? And then we're also going to need to come out here and coat this. Oh! Forgot about the water in there. Going to need to coat over this blue wool here with more bricks, which is not a problem. I've got some ideas. And I have stranded myself. It's fine. Hello, kitty. So there's a couple of things we can work on. It is night. Go to sleep, fucker. Alright, fine, whatever. We'll run around for a few seconds and think about what we're going to do. So we also wanted to make like a farm island up there. And I think before we start making islands, we need to go ahead and fill out that tower. So maybe that's what I'll work on. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do... I'm going to try to register just how tall this is. And sort of transfer that height this way. I want to make some kind of farm tonight. White wool is what we need. We need more white wool than, quite frankly, anything else. Oh, shit. Smacking... this needs to get out of the way. Why are you... This used to be hung up here, and now it's not for some reason. Hold on, let me adjust this. Let me fix this. Hang you right there. So you're up and out of the way. There we go. I don't know what happened there. It's fine. But that's the thing is, like, yeah, it's working, but it's working very, very slowly. There's got to be a faster way, right? Like, we got 4 stacks of white wool in there. 4 stacks is not a lot for our purposes. I'm going to bring it all the way over here. What I was thinking as an alternative, well, not even necessarily an alternative, but like an addition. We have a spider farm, right? Spiders drop string. With the skeleton farm, we have so much bone that we have chests full of bone block. I'm wondering if we can't get a looting sword into our spider farm and just get a fuckload of string. Oh, that's her farm. I'm not sure where it would be either. I'm wondering if she used the spawner that I know about. Because I know where a spider spawner is. I don't know if that's the one that she used. I think I'm doing this correctly. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, that's correct. That looks right. So, like, we'll have a tower sort of jetting out from this point. Basically. Is that too big? Is that too big to be the tower? Let me actually get rid of all these connector pieces. Does this even look right? Hold on. Yeah, it's fine. Ow. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work just fine. No problem. So, okay. So the idea here is that basically this tower extends upwards, right? And from this tower, right, there's a castle around it, but from that tower in particular, several bridges would expand outwards to other islands, to other cloud islands that have things like the farms and the smiths and all the other elements. And I fell again. Where wood? Where's wood? I don't have a lot of wood. We need a lot of wood. So let's go get some more wood. We need... Which ones are the jungles? There. Jungle saplings. I don't think it'll be that bad. If I recall correctly, you can hoist an animal up using a lead. It won't be that bad. And you only need 2 of each. This is Noah's Ark right here. Everything down here. If you ain't on that first trip up, my condolences. Let's see how high up I can get to start this. Oh, pretty much all the way. Nice. Are there any pieces that I'm missing up here? I don't think so. I think we're good. I'm gonna need a... That's a pretty good fucking sword name. My condolences. Sheesh. My condolences. Hold on, I'm not done processing that. That's a fucking good name. My coworker and I, there's a long story behind this. We were talking about a cologne / perfume brand called Moral Dilemma. Oh man, that shit was hilarious. It was a long story. I think you know part of the story. It does. You're right. It does give Princess Bride vibes. But yeah, you're privy to part of that story, not the whole thing, but part of it. And I am certainly not going into detail here. My fucking job, man. Oh, that's a biggin'. You're a big boy. I need to go to sleep, though. Get up there, boy. Get up there, boy. Get up there, boy. You shut your fucking mouth. You know damn well. Not a finite resource. And even if it was, you think I care about the environment? You think I care about the ecosystem? Ah, yes. It is I, the lumberjack, just quietly chopping away at this gigantic fuck-all tree. You get your ass down. What the hell you think you're doing? Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, the oxidation? The oxidation of the roof of the smith, fantastic. Correct. Correct. It's not worth my time to pick up a $100 bill. Wild. All right, how are we doing? That's all the wood I've got. Thought I would have at minimum 3 full stacks. Oh, well. It's fine. It's not like I got anything better to do until the boys show up. I forgot which way my camera was for a second. Oh, fuck off with the rain. This rain is a moral dilemma. Plant this, like, here. And we got Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow. Fucking excited about that. Not at all as prepared as I need to be. I should, as a matter of fact, I should probably be printing minis while I'm playing this, but I do not have minis printing. But, you know. It is what it is. No, the story's ready. What is not ready is the cleanliness of my house or the miniatures that are needed for the story. So on and so forth, that kind of thing. I have a story ready. I will say, though, so I try to plan a couple sessions ahead, right? Like, obviously, there's so much planning you can do because as the session goes on, like, players can do whatever they want to, like, throw your story off, but you have sort of an outline. You have a direction. You're like, this is the direction I plan on the story going. And bro, in session 1, when I tell you, I had a cliffhanger designed, and that cliffhanger was meant to lead into the entirety of the next session. The whole next session I had a really big plan for. And my players broke my fucking cliffhanger. Because session 2 is going to start with an encounter, right? There was going to be this big, session 1 was going to end with this big build-up to an encounter, and then it was going to abruptly end as a cliffhanger. And then session 2 would start with that encounter, and the entire session 2 was built around everything that happened after that encounter. Nah, bro. My characters literally found a way to negate my encounter. And I was like, fuck. Now I have to completely redo my session 2 because it was built around that initial encounter. I've done that before. I've used dice as miniatures before. What else have I got? Let's do one more tree. That should be a good amount. Yeah. I also have player character minis that I need to print. I was waiting on APOC to give me the model for his, and then he was like, I don't have one ready. Can you just use a temporary one for me, and I'll design it for the next session? And I was like, God damn it! I waited like 2 days. I talked to him about it today. He was like, yeah, can you just use a temporary one for me for now? It's like, yes, I can. And so now I have to do everyone else because I was going to do all the models at once, all the models that I needed to do at once because I can fit about 5 models in one print, just depending on how big they are. Usually for like player characters, I can fit 5. And yeah, I was waiting on APOC to send me his model, and I was going to print it for him, and he did not. So, which is fine. I'm not mad at him or anything. I did give him shit today, though, when I saw him, when we got pizza together. So, I got to print those. I already have minis for the encounter that I have planned printed out, so I don't need to worry about that. Am I losing my mind? Someone signed in? No, just me. I thought I saw somebody's nameplate. I thought somebody was playing with me. It's Herobrine. It's gotta be. It's the only possible explanation. We should be good. Let's go ahead and take this shit back up into the cloud. Weapons that come back to you are so fun. Like, even when they're little, like, even when they're not that powerful, they're still great. I know, Jesus Christ. I know, I had a weapon that I gave to one of my, well, I didn't give it to him, I sold it to him. There was a magic salesman. I always have a magic salesman because I think they're neat. They do well for the story. But there was a magic salesman who, he sold a weapon with a similar premise to the player. It was, I want to say it was an ace of spades, but it was a card. It was like a playing card. And it dealt slashing damage. It was a throwing weapon that would deal slashing damage similar to that of a dagger. And when you flicked it, it would come back to you. It would always come back to you. Even if it missed or even if it like went into something or someone, it would and then come right back. Almost like a boomerang. It was a fun little item. Hello.
That is cool. Sorry, I was trying to catch the part of the conversation that I missed from the stream delay.
What did you miss?
No, I caught it on the stream, so that's what I joined the chat, but I was like, hold on, gotta wait.
Got it. I understand.
Gotta hear the rest of the story.
I understand. All right, so I'm just gonna keep all the jungle wood and all the nether bricks in this chest here. It's getting dark. I have a bed.
Yeah, that dagger was one of my favorite things. Because we started out, as you do, in a tavern.
Yep.
And
it's the best place to start.
The bouncer, took all of our weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, sure, and I just let it go. And then as he like put it behind him, I did a sleight of hand check and pulled it back towards me and put it in my cloak.
Nice.
And when the bar fight ensued, I was armed.
Very nice, very nice. I always love I love making special weapons. Like I love making unique weapons. So in this campaign that we're doing right now, every player gets access to a special item. A lot of them picked a special weapon that like was made for them. Like it's something that ties into them. Sometimes it's just a +2, but sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I have this weapon, but it also does this. Yeah. But I do that just because I don't know. I feel like that's so much fun when the players get to have something that feels custom to them. And I feel like that dagger or that playing card. Yeah.
They were, I think they were family heirlooms. And that one always came back to me, and I think the other one was poisoned.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones that do the extra damage, like the poison damage,
Yeah. But
or
they
they
were like a matching
poison.
set.
Yeah,
And it was like it was not anything game breaking at all. It was just like something little.
well, I also always really like the cool thing about D&D is that you can add a quote unquote mechanic to the game that doesn't actually affect the mechanics of the game, but like
Yeah.
stylizes it or customizes it. And I'm trying to think of an example. So like I played a character who was a tiefling, and
Things are fun.
tieflings are fun. And he had this wretched backstory. He was this goofy character, but like he had a dark past and all that stuff because it's fucking D&D. That's the trope. Especially with tiefling bards. But essentially, anytime stuff from my past would come up and I started getting anxious or nervous, I would start getting really angry and getting really serious. And I had the spell Thaumaturgy, which does a lot of things, but it can like change your appearance in a way that's not like mechanically breaking, but like things like make my eyes start to glow or make my horns start to shift a little bit or
Yeah.
make my hair sort of fluff out a bit.
I
And
remember I took that one, but I couldn't remember exactly what it did.
it's just like a cosmetic spell. It makes things louder, or it changes the appearance of something just ever so slightly. It's
Hmm.
doesn't do anything
But not like
practical.
not a proper disguise or anything. Like you're still
Right. And
easily
so like
recognizable.
I would use that and I would just be like, hey, anytime I get angry, I'm just going to use thaumaturgy to make my eyes start glowing and make my teeth start pointing, like the points in my teeth start sharpening, and just make, like, would create this visual effect and be like, yeah,
Right.
this is what happens when I get angry.
I think I remember trying to use it for like intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a cantrip, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Oh shit! The creeper almost blew up the farm,
Nice.
as they do.
As they do. It is. This is the one
Um,
job.
but yeah, I do remember. I think I tried to use it for like intimidation or something.
Yeah, I've used
When
thaumaturgy
D&D.
plenty of times for intimidation. I remember specifically one point that same character was in a jail cell,
Mm.
and I think it was there were glyphs. There were glyphs in the jail cell that made it impossible for me to use my magic. I found a way to slowly break those glyphs over time, so that suddenly my magic started working again.
Yeah.
And I remember the first thing I did once I realized I was able to use spells again, I got into an intentional fight with my cellmate so the guards would come in. And as soon as the guards came in, me and my cellmate ganged up on one of them, knocked him right the fuck out. And then the other one, we roughed up a bit. And then I used thaumaturgy to make myself look like kind of like what I was describing, make myself look intimidating with my pointed teeth and my glowing eyes.
Right.
And I scared the piss out of him. I think I rolled a nat 20 on my intimidation. And I was
Oh.
basically just like, you're not going to tell anybody about this, right? And he just sat there and like pissed himself. It was great.
God, when those nat 20s hit,
Bro, when they hit, they hit.
I do love a good nat 20 and also a critical fail for like funny story reasons. But it sucks when you're in like heated combat and you roll a crit fail. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
team's
I've
counting on you, and you're like,
I fucked up.
that was me. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Gotta love it when it's a nat 1. Like it's someone using a ranged weapon and they go to shoot somebody that's right next to like one of their teammates. They roll a nat 1. They just like shoot an arrow into the back of their friend's head.
Yeah, we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Looking at you, Ranger.
Shout out to the ranger. Oh man, I can't wait for AJ's character to do that. I won't give too much information on his character, but it's gonna be real fucking funny when he does it. Because his ranged weapon does a fuckload of damage.
Yeah, I loved.
I rolled in that one. Yeah, your friend's head exploded.
I loved playing. Oh god, what was that? I think I was a fighter or a monk fighter, something like that.
I'm running around in circles doing absolutely fuck all at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trading with villagers, just trying to entertain myself. I mean, trying to keep like focused. I remember doing some weird class that really specialized in dexterity, and my character had like +6 for anything dexterous. It was ridiculous. And I just remember like if I would fail for whatever reason, everything hurt. Like so if I hit the wrong target or whatever, like I was like I'm so sorry in advance for what's about to happen.
Okay, I remember what I was doing now.
You're gonna take 20 points of damage.
So it's funny because like I'm the kind of person, and AJ is clearly also the kind of person who is like, like how can I really get the most mileage out of this guy, right? And so like for him, he did that thing where he was just like he went through and he was like, how can I stack all of my stats in a way to where every time that I use this weapon, it just absolutely fucking obliterates everything.
Yeah,
in its
I'm a
path.
min-max character for sure. That's one of my favorites.
His is too. In the very first combat session, he knocked like he landed the killing blows on both of the creatures in the encounter, and everyone was just like, "He's so broken." I was like, "It's literally the only thing he's good at."
Yeah, no, 100%. That is, you're like, wow, he's so good at the game, and then you got to do like a charisma check, and you're like, yeah, no, this is literally the only thing I can do.
Can I kill him instead? I'm good at that.
Like literally, don't ask me to sneak. Don't ask me to intimidate. Don't ask me to do anything other than that one thing.
Yeah, just tell me who to hit. Tell me who to punch.
That's also why I like barbarians so much, because I'm like, this is gonna be fun.
You want me to do
I
what?
can play that.
Smash? Got
I can
it.
play that dumb character.
Yeah, you're always a dumb character when you're a barbarian, which is so. It shouldn't be that. That shouldn't be the trope. There should be some smart barbarians.